Hey everybody, we're back for another episode of
Hey everybody, we're back for another episode of
Old Quarry Retro Gaming.
Is that what we decided on? Yeah, Old Quarry Retro Gaming.
The world is still veiled in darkness, but
The wind has still stopped, the sea is still wild, and the earth is continuing to rot. Doesn't say anything about the fire though. Fire must still be going good.
Okay, determine that 6 is the right.
Alright, I'm doing sound check.
Right. So we spent most of the day yesterday, the evening yesterday, leveling, getting gold, leveling up a little bit. I think I have a number of tents or cabins now.
Well, other than the freeway, sounds good.
Yeah.
Well,
There is a option.
sorry. Good for our current standards.
Yeah.
Someday we will get more professional. That is a nice microphone. Alright, folks. This is Final Fantasy 1. I am sort of kind of guiding Jack through it without revealing too much. I ask questions and pretend not to know things sometimes, and then angrily boss him around other times.
Sounds
Feel
good.
free to angrily boss him around in the comments as well.
Yeah.
We should probably look at the old videos to see if we got. We keep telling people leave comments and we'll change the stream based on feedback, and then we don't go back and look for comments. All right.
I think I get notified if there's a comment.
We haven't officially started yet, right? Are we starting now? Is this episode 0? Or
I
are
could-
we still screwing around?
I didn't add episode 0 to the title, but
All right. This is episode
four.
-4. -4. All right. The next episode will be our first for real episode, guys. So, what's the antithesis of penultimate? Is it the last one before the first one?
Yeah. So I don't know. Is pen like a?
Penultimate.
Yeah, maybe.
Oh, are we gonna walk the marsh cave right now?
I think that's my goal.
All right. Okay. So is the plan? I guide you to the boss. You beat the boss and get out, or are you still gonna explore?
Let's try to do the boss. We'll see.
All right. And do you want me to tell you how to get to it?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
I think so. Probably this was a waste of cast fire too.
All right, folks. He's gonna save probably about a week of my childhood here. I'm telling him where to go. Wait, no. I might have had the Nintendo Power. I might have borrowed the Nintendo Power when I bought the game. So I might have known. But naive me still would have tried to gather every single treasure chest because, I mean, you have to, right?
We are getting some good money here still.
Review Pro. Something volume something. Hopefully this will be a little more entertaining than the last time, but I don't know. I'm either too sober or too drunk. I'm meaning not too sober. Because that's the one I can do something
Do you think
about.
do you recommend we use the cabin before going in?
Let's do it.
Use
Yeah.
the cabin. So
This
that's
time, it's for real. Alright. What's your spell status? What level is your black belt?
The only thing I did was
Oh, I gotta
cast
say,
on fire 2.
we're here to stay. We may or may not have had the cops called on us last night, but they could not shut us down. They can't keep the Final Fantasy from being brought to you guys live or recorded, depending on when you're watching. Yeah, 5 minutes after we ended the stream yesterday, a cop drove by and asked us if we heard any loud noises or disturbances. We're like, not really. He's like, okay, well, I got a noise complaint about partying and drinking. And we're like, well, we were sitting here playing video games. We didn't really mention all the beers. And they're like, no. They were talking about kids. It's like, okay, so that, if all they heard was talking about beer and video games, they would have thought we were kids. So,
so where do I go?
I would say south. We cannot be stopped. Also, to our neighbors, I apologize for keeping you awake. But close your windows. But also, I still apologize because, I get it. This is a community. We live in a society. Also, I really thought it was 10, not midnight, so I'm extra sorry there. But then again, Friday night, but still, no.
Ooh, though we got hit hard. I'm impressed that the Oakland police would respond to such a complaint.
Yeah, why didn't they call the security company? Because there's one hired for the neighborhood. Why did they straight up call the cops?
So I did get a.
Maybe it really wasn't us. Maybe you were right. But considering how often we hear fireworks, I'm sure it's always fireworks in Oakland.
I leveled up, by the way.
That's really weird that somebody would complain about teenagers partying. There's cars stolen, there's cars broken into, but it's a noise complaint? Really?
I think I got these ones before, but I'll double check.
It just kind of reminds me of the few months I lived in Long Beach. It's I was once at a broad daylight turn signal where 7 cars ran the red left turn signal lane. It was green, it turned red, 7 more cars went. And you know what? In Long Beach, that's not a crime because murders. So the fact that Oakland police responded to a noise complaint where they thought it was teenagers is actually kind of mind-blowing. What's the murder count this year so far? It's above 50. It's not up to 100 yet, is it? Pretty late in the year.
So, I think she was going to cast fire, but then I don't know if it happened.
Oh, we should have called it OG Gaming instead of OQ Gaming. To pretend like we're gangster because we live in Oakland and pretend like we don't live in the nice area. I mean, we're not those, Montclair people and snobs. We're just
We're just the regulars.
We're 1 full block away from the dangerous area, so we're cool. Close enough to hear the real stuff, but as long as we're not dumb, we usually don't get into shit. Usually. Although when I moved in, there was a straight up FBI drug raid across the street from my house. That was fun.
I decided to use fire too. I got the chance that I could end up dying, which means we're losing people.
I would use some potions and some cure spells on zombie. Now, let's take inventory. What's your let's go with the cure 1 spells, I would say. Because there are not super effective. So using a turn for cure 1 in battle isn't great. Cure 2 is. Go ahead and burn them all.
Burn it down. Oh man. You know, I guess I should at least
Okay.
double check.
So southeast. There you go. In there. Now stick to the bottom wall like I told you yesterday.
Like this.
Yeah, you can't get in a fight on the bottom wall.
Okay.
Weird glitch. Alright, south. I think there's treasure in there if you want it, but it's not what you're here for.
in that room.
Yeah. So there's like 12 or 16 rooms like that in this giant room. Only one of them has what you came for. Like 65 damage to the red bone. You got a red bone.
Nothing to that guy.
Dr. D, tell me something that you learned today.
Good question. Somebody I know is like the contractor for a new building on Treasure Island, which is interesting.
That's cool.
They were talking about like how they are building like 8,000 like units, like single family units on the Treasure Island, but there's no grocery store planned yet.
Oh. So the New Bay Bridge still has the bike path where you can get to Treasure Island.
I think so.
You can't get all the way to San Francisco, but you can get to Treasure Island.
You might be able to get to San Francisco now. I don't know. I bet that was happening.
Whoa.
The deal. That guy's real weak because I think it's because he doesn't wear any armor.
I believe you have a little bit on him. Ooh, do you have one of those
I
already?
don't know. Let's see.
I think you do. Alright, well, there's some gold
Yeah,
for
we
you.
have on it. So he can't wear it, I assume.
No. Well, I mean, try, but no. You're in the screen, so just try to equip it.
Yeah, it's on him too.
Yeah. I didn't think so.
He's got a wooden hand on him. And a cap.
Yeah, I think wooden armor is the best
Oh wait, that's
normal
armor.
armor he can use.
I thought that was a hat.
But by the time
like
you
a
can
hat.
get him something better, you probably don't want him in armor. Anyway, so go right and down.
Okay.
And, oh god, run. I mean, not that you can't take them, but save your spells for the boss fight and the way out. This is the marsh cave, man, and it's clearly already less scary for you than it was for me for years. This place haunted me. Keep going down.
Should I go into this room?
Nope, keep going down. That one. That's the key to it all.
I will take these two on. There's only two.
We need the fawns and another one of these. Yeah, well, we make a little bit more progress faster when he's not on them. I get it. But he does ask some very good questions.
Don't know what we're.
I figure if he's in about half of the Final Fantasy streams, that would probably be a good ratio.
Yeah. Well, this is a Trader Chow. This is the boss.
Yep. These guys can stun you, and I don't think they can one-hit kill you, but they can hit you really hard. So, oh yeah, I see. No, fast on the fighter. Fast on the. Your black belt's not high enough level. So fast on the fighter the first turn, fast on the black belt the second turn, and then fire 2. She can fight and then cure too. You're lucky you only got 3 of them. You can get up to 5, I think.
Oh, really? It's random?
Yeah. Dude, sometimes it's 2 and you're just like, oh, thank God. Oh, you're doing good. Oh, you're doing great. Oh, the fast got off the fight. You see how much damage you did? Yeah.
Now ice too?
Yeah, might as well. You're doing good enough. Yeah. So basically, in the future, like your boss strategy is going to be fast on the black belt, fast on the fighter.
They took some
And then you're
hits.
going to get some monster spells. Yeah, you're good, but you might as well cast the Cure 2 on the zombie just in case. Yeah, just ice him.
I'm icing you.
Okay, my phone says 1 watching now. I don't know if it's me or not. Anybody join?
I don't see any comments yet.
Well, if anybody joined, thank you for watching. Or, yeah.
Level up.
around.
Woody.
Goofing around, playing Final Fantasy 1.
Now right
I
here.
would call myself an expert in Final Fantasy 1 if I hadn't seen the extremes that the speedrunners go to.
Should I just run for it now?
What?
So I beat the wizard. What do I do now?
Did you take the chest?
Oh,
That would be the key.
no. Okay, I found the crown.
Now, who asked you for the crown?
Is it the guy in the castle?
The guy in the castle. That's your next step. So do you think you can make it out of this cave?
I
Not if you try to raid empty treasure rooms. I think these are ones that are resistant to physical, so anyway. Don't be ashamed to run. And use your spells if they're going to help you get out. Remember, chance to strike first means I don't have to do this fight. Ooh! Where did you go that you got that? Anyway, equip that for sure.
I think we had that on 3 people already.
Okay, check his stats and then equip him with it and see if they get better. Not him.
But he's the only one who has it. Who
That's
doesn't
a zombie.
have it. Oh, he already has it, right?
No, zombie has one
Oh,
armor.
I see what you're saying. This whole like you have to equip and stuff, even though they're holding it, is confusing to me. Okay.
A 6-year-old named the characters other than BB, by the way. In case you missed episode 0, which you probably did because only I think 6 people got the link to it.
So if
Or not 0,
8%,
-1, whatever. We haven't started yet.
things that
It's
this
still
would
practice.
things that this would help would be what?
Absorb and evade. So you're at 549.
Okay.
So now equip the copper and check in.
Oh, wait. Took off my wooden.
Yep.
Iron.
That's the plan. 556. So the armor is the same as the wooden armor, but he can dodge more. So that's a good move. So you have wooden and iron armor to sell, and I'm gonna have a beer.
Okay. Yeah, I could go anything for myself too, but I don't know how to do it.
It's right there.
Oh. Okay. So these are werewolves.
All right. Should I split one of these with you, or should I bring you a replacement later?
You can just do the whole thing.
All right. I am going to have an Anchor West Coast IPA. We keep joking around about like, oh, if somebody wants to sponsor us, please do. Like, and I mean, we're not going to say no to free beer, but like, it's more comedy, at least to us. You know, we think it's funny with all the YouTube folks like thinking they're sponsors and all that. We don't have any because we don't have any viewers, but it's cool. We're doing this for fun. Like, a lot of times if we do something that everybody else does, it's our little way of just kind of having fun and playing with it. So also when I tell the guy with the controller here to do something dumb, it's either because I forgot or because I want to see what he actually does.
I didn't realize she was poisoned, and so I lost like 80 hit points on her there.
But she's gonna live.
Yeah.
Where are you going, dude?
I just wanted to check this room.
Okay. I told you there's like 12 or 16 rooms in here, and I asked you before we came in the cave if you want to check for treasure. Make up your mind, man.
I have to go down.
Yeah. Sorry.
Oh, she's dead.
I don't know if I've had their IPA before. That's interesting.
Oh, she's not dead. Oh, no, she's dead. Why is everybody hitting her?
We did say, I think, last time that we would mention any local breweries that cared.
I get this one right?
You've gone in there 3 times.
That's true.
Well, no, 2 times. Yeah. North, nope. I mean, that'll work, but just go north.
Isn't it north?
Just go straight.
Okay.
I apologize. This guy's known me for years. He knows he can kick me out at any time. I'm coming off as a jerk. I mean, I am one, but, you know, I'm sorry.
Okay.
So maybe it's cool, but at least I feel guilty about it all the time.
Well, I had hard to cast.
Oh no! Woody is down! For those of you that are on Matrix/Element, formerly known as Riot, I created an old Quarry gaming channel, so, you know, feel free to chat there. If you don't know what that is, well, check it out or don't.
It's like Discord, but different.
It's Fediverse. I'm a big fan of open source alternatives to the big rubber variants. I mean, big tech companies.
We'll go back to the town first, and then I'll head up to the castle.
That is a solid idea.
Thank you. I don't know why I did that, but why I did what I did, but it worked. I fight the ogre because the ogre is
I can't remember at the moment, but I woke up in the middle of the night embarrassed by some of the things I said in last night's stream. So,
but you don't remember which?
I'm pretty sure everybody signed off and nobody's rewatched this since. But if you're listening, hey, I'm sorry. I do believe I mentioned in one of these streams that I'm kind of actually afraid of this whole streaming thing, and I need a couple beers on me before I upload. but then the problem is I unload. So, you know.
That's what people tune in for, if anything.
The meltdowns, yeah.
$390 gold.
You can't kill my mage! How dare you!
Okay, here we go. Bring with the E back to life. Or white mage. You do not need.
Oh, I want to do
Let me see what other level.
I want to do a Mystic Quest stream with you at some point. We should see if we can beat it in one day, but it would be like a daunting midnight
Sword. We have both Ice 2 and Fast. Right? I guess what's the point?
And you have the good sword too, right? Yeah. Did you sell your armors? Let's sell those armors. You can either save your gold or you can buy a pure.
I'll save my gold.
Okay. Then go buy more pure potions.
Yeah, I'll buy more heals too. I'll buy them one at a time.
Oh, I know what we can do. It'll be a while before we get around to this, folks. But if you're interested, we can speed it up. So, you know, pester us at every single, every time we load one of these videos or stream or whatever, podcast, blah, blah, blah. Comment, let us know if you want us to actually do this, and rather than taking a few years to get around to it, we'll speed things up. I own a physical copy of Final Fantasy USA.
What is that? Is that Final Fantasy 3?
So, around the time Final Fantasy 4 came out as Final Fantasy 2 in the US, somebody at, Nintendo of America or Squaresoft, Square USA or whatever, I forget, realized that RPGs were the thing, but American audiences weren't used to this stuff. So he got them to make an original RPG, Final Fantasy style, but dumbed down for people that had no clue what they were doing in an RPG, right? So they came out with Final Fantasy Mystic Quest. World map is totally on rails. Like, if you lose a fight, there's no real penalty. If somebody dies in battle, they're back alive with 1 hit point afterwards if you didn't totally get wiped out. There's a very limited number of places you can go, and there's not a lot to figure out. Although there are some pretty cool, tricky things that you can do in the overworld as though it were an action game, even though it's not. All the enemies, there's no random encounters. The enemies are invisible. You know exactly when you're going to get in a fight.
I don't mind that too much.
It was just totally patronizingly dumbed down, almost offensively for an American audience, right? And then Japan's like, wait, new Final Fantasy game? How come they get a Final Fantasy game? We want it. So they had to translate it and import it back to Japan. Hence Final Fantasy USA. So I have an actual cartridge of that. So I've never beaten Final Fantasy Mystic Quest.
But you have the Japanese version, is that what you're saying?
Yes, and I have a Japanese version. So if people are interested.
In Japan, was it actually called Final Fantasy USA?
Yeah, I also have, I think it's called Super Mario Brothers USA, which is Super Mario Brothers 2, because Super Mario Brothers 2 in Japan was a much different game, which you can get on Super Mario Bros. All Stars or Lost Levels. Because that was a game, again, that was decided to be too hard for American audiences. So they took the game Doki Doki Panic and threw Mario skins on it and called it a Mario game. And that's how we got Super Mario Bros. 2. So I have, Super Mario Bros. USA and
Do you
Final
have
Fantasy
the
USA cartridge.
Do you have the actual Super Mario Brothers 2 from Japan then?
Huh? I don't have Doki Doki Panic or the actual Super Mario Bros. 2 cartridge yet, but I do have Super Mario Bros. USA. I don't have the system to get them on, but if anybody actually watches these and pesters us in the comments, I will speed things up in the The best description of Final Fantasy Mystic Quest I've ever read was from Alex Roberts. Thank you for your work. Thank you for responding to my email. I know you're never going to hear this, but thank you. It was, let's see. Final Fantasy Mystic Quest is different than lying on the floor staring at the ceiling. In that only one of these things will cause your therapist to look at you in alarm if you say you've been doing it for 4 hours a day. And then I have to tack on, but in a good way. Because I still think it's fun. But, I'm the guy that wants to play Desert Bus someday. Oh.
There we go, at the castle.
How are your hit points? No reason.
Okay, I think I could heal.
You want to change your order.
That guy Zobi is so weak. He maybe got a little bit better.
Yeah, but is he weaker than your Black Mage?
He might be.
he was dead. I think he's like a few experience points behind.
Alright, let's see whatever.
There you go. Nope.
Away.
Yep.
Alright,
give him his crown back.
I am Astos, King of Dark Elves.
He tricked you!
I have
Can
a
you believe
Taurus
it?
crystal.
Oh my
You shall
God.
give me that crown now.
What? This is the guy that everybody's been complaining about, and he tricked you into bringing him his crown back.
Is he dead? Can I cast harm on him?
That's a good question. Since she can't do any damage, you might as well. Now start with harm 1, so you save your cure 2. It's not too late. I don't think this will hurt him, but it's worth finding out. I would do... Oh, yeah. Fast, I forgot. Oh! Astos cast Rub on the first turn? That's harsh.
Told you that guy was weak.
Yeah, he's not undead. Sorry.
Okay.
No, that's not weak. That's an insta-death kill spell.
Yeah.
He didn't do damage. He failed his resist roll. Might as well just attack. They're fine, right?
Let's believe the other one.
Yeah, he'll probably get hit by the time it's her turn. Fire 2. Or Ice 2. Probably Fire 2.
Otherwise,
I'm glad you got that fast off. You cast the on sword, right? Oh, yes. Dude, you dominated him. This was the breaking point in my single player quest.
2,000
The first time I tried it, it was like, dude, we have to use memo saves and buy like a turbo controller. There's no way, right?
Now what do I do here?
And then by the time I actually did it, I didn't need it. And then I actually beat it on that.
Did I recover the crystal?
10, 15 years
Should I go back in the toy? I can't
Go
tell
to your
if
inventory. Item. Bring out the crystal.
Alright, can I get into these 3 treasure chests then? Walking around with this
You don't. That room is locked by the mystic key.
So it's not worth it.
Sorry, I'm just telling you to save time. Not trying to spoil anything.
I'm just gonna walk up here for a second.
Do you have a
See if there's any. I do have a cabin, yeah.
Yeah, so that 2 squares of river is often not there if you play Final Fantasy randomized. Usually play versions where you can walk around the whole area. Extended it from progression. Dude, she's doing 14 damage with a wood stab. Like, this is the most use I've ever seen out of stats in Final Fantasy 1, I gotta say. I appreciate it. Ooh, 100 damage.
Nice. Should I use a cabin just to make sure nothing terrible happens?
It's not a bad idea.
On my way back to town.
Yep. Alright. Now things really get rolling. Alright, this has been a productive episode already. Oh, I forgot to bring my books of files to read.
Your Nintendo Power. I
have a book. I'm not positive.
Fahrenheit 451.
Ooh, I should get that. Yeah, that'd be a good one. I mean, there's the Great Gatsby if I want to go, isn't that the one that, why do I always blank on names? Andy Kaufman. Wasn't that the one that he read?
Really?
Like he had an event where he showed up like a college theater or something.
And he just read.
And instead of doing a comedy bit, he read the entire book out loud. And most of the people booed and left. A few people sat around and were just like, "What?" He just kept reading it until he got hoarse. Andy Kaufman was amazing. You know who he is, right?
Yeah. Thank
you very much.
Yeah, I watched his a documentary on him.
Yeah.
It came out maybe 10 years ago, 20 years ago.
We were probably introduced to him by the same thing. It was like a special on ABC or something after he died. And it was amazing. Dude, yeah, just flame those guys. Don't hold back on the guys that can stun you. Yeah. Ace is also not very effective on undead. So, harm and fire. No. Harm and fire 2, these punks. Harm 2, fire 2. You're almost back. You got
I
this.
don't have any more fire 2 though.
Alright, well, fire. Whatever. You.
That's pretty good gold wise.
One of the bits I really liked about him was he would do his impressions on Saturday Night Live, and he would do, he would do it as the mildly offensive bit about being a foreigner. It was a different time. But he'd have his accent, and he'd "Oh, this is my impression of President Carter. Hello, I am President Carter. Thank you very much." And that would be it, right? And he did a whole series of these, right? And then one day he goes, "This is my impression of Elvis Presley." And then he like rips his outfit off, and he's wearing like the spangles, the white outfit, jumpsuit, like the full Elvis getup, and like the stage lights up, and he sings Blue Suede Shoes, like freaking perfect. The whole band, everything. And then like he's out of breath, he's tired, everybody's cheering, and he's like, "Thank you very much." And apparently Elvis Presley at one point said that he was his favorite Elvis impersonator. And it's just like, that's legit right there.
I think the movie I saw was called Thank You Very Much.
Jim Carrey played him in Man on the Moon. Not a documentary, but still, you get a lot of it.
Oh, yeah, maybe that's the one I was thinking, Man on the Moon. Maybe not the documentary.
Named after the R.E.M. song.
Yeah.
About him. Andy, are you goofing on Elvis? Hey, baby. Yeah, not a documentary, but still had all the other key points. So, if anybody watches this stuff, I apologize for my frequent use of and in my general Shatner-esque pauses. It comes naturally to me because I usually start talking before I figure out what I'm going to say. I get an impression and then I start talking, try to work out the details, and it doesn't always work out. Sorry.
I think
this is another one of those things that I'll be embarrassed by when I listen to this recording tomorrow.
there's only one way to get better, which is to talk more. I'm also
Well, that's why, like, I hate doing presentations and I hate doing PowerPoints and stuff. And at work, I've leaned in more to taking my team's PowerPoint presentations on the all engineering meetings. Although my key there is less is more. So all the other teams are like, we did this, and we did this, and we did this, and we did this. And they try to explain every single thing. I'm like, yeah, we worked on these 4 projects. Any questions? All right, thanks. It works out pretty well.
We could rename the show the Old Quarry Toastmasters.
Nice. Although, while I know what you mean by Toastmasters, suddenly it just is gonna every time make me think of Powdered Toast Man. And every time I think of Powdered Toast Man, I also think of the Shaven Yak.
Are any of these worth it for just $100?
For who? For who?
White Mage.
Get boost. I mean, you have Harmon Cure already.
What about Bob? Sugar Bob?
You can only get 3 spells.
Really?
Yeah.
In each level?
Go to your magic window. There's only room for 3.
No, that's not good stuff. What about so Speedy? Can you learn anymore?
Alright, so spoiler alert, at some point you may have other characters that can learn some of these spells, but not currently.
Spoiler alert.
Oh, you have 6,000 gold? Alright.
Walk or I could do sleep or walk. Which one you think is better?
Alright, so this is the one where if lock works, it would be great, but I can't remember if it's one of the bugged ones that doesn't work at all, and it actually makes it worse.
Okay.
I would say don't bother.
Either of them.
Save your 100 gold, buy a 10.
Yeah, that's right.
Or go to an overpriced Elfland inn.
I can buy some more things here, though. That's a good idea.
Okay, so you sail to Corneria.
Yeah, I gotta find the.
You still have the crystal, though, right?
Yeah,
Alright.
I think so.
Take your boat to Matoya. It's faster.
Okay.
Your
I gotta
boat
remember
can
where
sail
she
under
is,
the.
though.
You know what? Buy a few cures. Oh, you bought some in Elfland
Oh,
then?
I did.
Alright. Buy a bunch of heals. Just like buy 20 or so. Just you get in a groove where do. Like, if you I remember times I've kind of gotten in the zone where it's like faster than mashing the button, where you just kind of memorize the timing. But I've played this game way too
Is she over this way?
East,
East.
north, west,
Okay.
north. Oh no, you're dead.
Am I dead?
Sahagin. Are you doing your standard, not Quarry, but regular kids gaming stream tomorrow?
Good question.
And if so, will it be Stadia or Xbox?
I don't know. Arthur's pretty into Dragon Quest Builders right now. We're playing that again, which is what we did last week.
Yeah. I do believe I'm the one that suggested that for you guys, but I was hoping you guys would start with the first one. In fact, I do remember leaving town and dropping off my PlayStation here for you so you guys could get into that. But it didn't work. There you go.
So is this one?
Yep.
Should I look at the map?
No, straight north. So left, then north because of the river. Dude, how much damage did you do?
59 or something. If I remember right, Matoria is running an inn as well, right?
You do not remember right. See, that's the best part of him playing this through the first time while we're drinking lots of beer. I said left. I'm sorry.
Alright.
Do what thou wilt shall be the whole of the law. Sorry to be so bossy. The best part about playing this Buzz is when we play through all these games again and play this one again, for Jack it'll be like the first time again, all over again. I keep feeling like I should go with an alias and streamer name / DJ name or whatever for you. But then, I feel bad every time I say your real name. But the entire channel is under your real name, right?
Yeah.
So, I don't know. What should I do, man? What should I call you on stream all the time?
I would go with Jack.
Huh?
I would vote for Jack.
Alright. So this guy over here, I'm going to call him Elvis. And his son, the Fonz.
That would be
It
cool.
suddenly makes sense.
That would be cool if that were true in real life, that Franz was Elvis.
Well, I call him Fonz, and if I call you Elvis, then it becomes true, right?
I just went like the originals.
Alright. I'm going to remind you that you already raided the chest, so you do not need to go to the left.
Did I get them all?
You did.
How did I get them all? Can I rocket? Oh, I can rocket box those things.
Let's go Desert Bus.
Why can't I talk to her across the state?
She can see you've got Herb. He's a friendly bloke that the prince wants to talk to.
We have no business here. Go. But now, who did I give the earth to? The prince of the castle.
The prince who's been put to sleep.
Yeah, at the very beginning of the game, right?
Yeah. Yeah, this is they do all their fetch quests at once in one absurd thing. That's what's weird about Final Fantasy and frustrating about the first one is it's you get in the 4-point quest flag fetch quest at the same point that you just have to grind to make any progress at all. This is a reason to have lit too, by the way.
Yeah.
Fire 2 would still help.
I tried Fire 2 on these guys before, and they hit each for
Oh yeah,
10.
it's not great, but it's not nothing.
I'd rather hit one guy for 58 than hold them for 10. I think.
How do you feel about sequence breaking in games?
What do you mean by that?
So when the designers have a certain plan for do this section and then do this section and then do this section, but it's technically possible to do things out of order, and sometimes it's harder, but you get an extra benefit, and then sometimes they just miss something. Like, do you like doing those things? And do you like doing those things if it's your first time playing it?
I don't mind, I guess. That's what I'll go with. I'm going to go to the end first, so we can just be on the conservative side.
I thought we agreed not to bring politics into this anymore.
Sorry.
Something with banana bread. Why is that?
Because you're crazy. Welcome, my prince. I've got some other for you.
That's the king and the princess. You are in the wrong castle. I am sorry, Mario, but our prince is in another castle.
Where is he? Is it this princess's brother who is?
Elfland.
Oh, come on. So that's like way over to the right?
False. That's Provoka. Oh! Ooh! You wanna, what level are you? Do you want to do a little detour, or do you want to continue advancing the plot?
Let me go to this prince real quick. Can I take my boat over there? Is he not in the east?
The place where you've got both your level 3 and level 4 spells here.
Yeah.
So you would take your boat there and then walk to here. And I love pointing at the screen when the audience has no idea where I'm pointing at. It's beautiful.
Was there a castle there too?
Yes.
Okay.
All right. So do you want to advance the plot, or can I take you on a little side detour?
Okay, can take me on a little side detour.
You sure?
Sure.
All right. Head back to Provoka, where you got the boat in the first place.
Okay. So I can take the boat there. That's why I got the boat.
I highly recommend you take the boat there.
I remember it was a long.
God. If you don't have lightning too, I would just run. It's not worth it. You know what we should do? We should wait till you get about halfway through the game, and then I'll pick it up on like an emulator on my phone or something, and see if I can beat it before you.
I'm sure you could.
All right. Yeah, just go to the end to save here. I mean, okay. You have a couple cabins, right?
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. So just go to the end to save. It's not that way. It's back.
I walked into these houses.
Yeah. Explore. That's what the game's about. Exploring. Okay, hold on. Let's recap real quick for a second. I know I'm going to take you on a detour, but plot-wise,
Okay.
Matoya's crystal eye was stolen. She couldn't say. The elf prince was cursed and put to sleep by Estos. Someone stole dude's crown, and you discovered that that was nonsense. That was Estos lying to you. All right, you got the crystal eye from him, so he's the one that stole Matoya's crystal eye. You got the herb, which can wake the prince from her, so you can wake the prince up when you're ready. But what was the one thing you remember that you found out before you found out about the prince and all that, and Astos and all that?
That we are the warriors of light and we're supposed to be lighting up the orbs or something.
You are not incorrect. Melmond is a town in the west, which is in trouble. Now go east.
Okay.
Don't waste your magic. Do not use your fire 2 charges yet.
Alright.
Whatever you do, I'm showing you something cool. Oh, what level are your dudes?
Like 10.
Okay.
Should I investigate unequipping the black belt real quick?
I think he needs one more level. 2232.
Where is it?
He's on the bottom. Yeah, so one more. Oh, one more level would be as high. I would still go for it, probably. But no. Yeah, his magic defense goes up by 4 per level, so he's going to get better and better. North. Oh my god. Run.
Other than that,
Did you see that chance to strike first? So you got a freebie here.
No, I didn't see that.
I would say fire 2 them if it wasn't for where we're going. Okay, now I'm going to need you to slow down in a second. Well, you're okay right now. Nice. Oh, sugar. Oh. I almost never get to do this. Try to look like a dwarf with my hood pulled up, but I look like a dwarf anyway.
So true.
Okay, wait. Oh, okay. Don't take another step. Okay, don't do it yet. Go to here. Right. Hold on. 1, 2. Yeah. Go to here and then use a cabin.
Yeah.
Whoa, one too far, but that'll work because
This one?
You didn't die. So use a cabin.
Where? Here?
Just you don't move, please. Sorry, I'm being bossy again. I apologize. Use a cabin. All right. Now, in these top 4 squares,
Okay.
you gotta press button, dude. 1, 2, 3, 4. In these top 4 squares, just keep walking around the nose. You're gonna die, by the way, but it's cool. All right. Zombies, so I think they're undead, so harm 2 and fire 2.
So I'd cast fast.
No. Fire 2. So have him fight the other one. Fire 2. And harm 2. Oh my goodness! Oh! Did you see that?
He's got a good sword.
Oh! Domination, dude. Yeah, just all fight or fire 1. Fight and fire 1, yeah.
Arm.
No, just fight. Dude. Now, hold on. Go through this slow. Pay attention to this right here.
Monsters.
All right,
Quarry.
enjoy
Okay.
this.
525p. 2,000 go. Let's get
Okay, now let me go to your map and let me explain to you what just happened. All right, monster encounters in this game are in grids and squares.
I see.
This is the early game down here, and this is the late game up here. And this is an area where there's 4 squares which
They're in the late game.
accidentally fit in the late game grid. So you're fighting monsters you should not be able to encounter right now, but there are, of the like 4 or 5 monsters that can appear there, 2 of them are weak against fire, and your first shot you fought only 2 of them, and they're weak against fire, and they're undead, so they're weak against harm. So you just got a buttload of experience for free, basically.
Should I do?
I would recommend saving.
Should I do another cabin? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. So this is called the Peninsula
I can do it
Tower,
too, thanks.
or the point northeast of Provoca.
I did a tent.
Oh, even better. I forgot you had tents. All right, yeah. So just keep walking around those 4 squares, and hope for either zombies or frost wolves. And if you fight giants, well, it was nice knowing you. Actually, you're getting close to being able to take on giants. So, fire 2, not harm this time.
Alright.
These guys can totally annihilate you, so it's all depends on turn order and whether or not they use magic.
This is an attack. My fighter is gonna attack the non-existent top guy.
Yeah, but they didn't cast Frost, which means you're still alive. I would probably fire 1 this time, because I'm, I'm a weenie. Roses are red. Some plants are green. Sugar is white. The Space Ghost is a weenie. Weenie, 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 weenie. How many tents did you buy? Use Cure 1 if you're outside of battle. Always use those first if you're outside of battle.
That's a waste. I accidentally killed it wrong.
Yeah, but it's Cure 1. See? That's why it's cool.
It wasn't actually a waste, but.
Do you have one of those water teams?
Yeah,
Yeah,
go for it. Uh-oh. Giants. Run.
Come on.
Should I try?
How old are you? Do you have an ice too?
Probably.
Alright, did you just save it?
I used a tank.
Yeah. Go for it, dude. Well, definitely ice 2 or fast. This is where we find out what you're really made of.
These two's only doing with a lot of damage though. Yes.
Ooh, you might want a fast. That might actually have been better than ice 2, sorry. I don't know if everybody's going to make it back alive, but you've already gotten, advanced amounts of experience. I believe I talked to you about trap chests and how they hadn't quite figured that out yet.
Okay.
Previously, you remember that?
Yeah, kind of.
You get into a fight in the square in front of the chest instead of the chest itself.
He did 290 damage, the fighter.
The fighter did?
Yeah.
Oh, so the fast got off?
Yeah, the fast got out.
Fast is such an amazing spell.
242 there. Boom.
All right. Yeah, definitely use a tent if you got one. Oh. I'm rich. Rich. Are we allowed to say that?
I don't know. I guess so.
I apologize.
Should I keep going for a little more?
How are you on spells? 641. Yeah, try for one more.
She's got some cure too.
Yeah, if you get zombles, you're good. If you get frost wolves, it's iffy. Wait, is there only 3 watchmen? Yeah, I guess fast. Oh, you don't have fast. Okay, alright.
Fire 2.
Fire 2 and then ice the rest of the battle. And fight and ensure whoever they will. Just want to say hi to anybody that ever ends up listening to this.
There are two people watching
Thank you.
now. Say hi if you're interested.
Thank you for, checking this out.
Currently doing a bit of grinding outside of our level.
Even though this is his first playthrough, I'm introducing him to the Peninsula of Power, aka the point northeast of Kurtwoka.
Peninsula of Power. Okay, I'll use one more tent.
You said 2 people are watching? I wasn't watching at the time you said that. Does it say 3 now? Wow, even my phone says 2. Mine has never said more. My phone has never said more than 1 watching. Hi, people. That means there's real people here. Hi. Welcome, my new friends.
We've hit the big time.
Dr. Deslip has never finished this game before. I've asked this before. I don't think I've ever asked it sober. Deslip or Deslip?
We say Deslip. The first one.
Okay, so.
Even though I don't care.
Okay. Juslipe has never beaten this game before. And I've played it far too many times. And I should be much better at it considering how many times I've played it.
Where's my boat?
And I'm trying to guide him through it without spoiling things. No, go left. Go to Provoca. So left and a little bit north.
Okay.
You are northeast of Provoca, so head southwest. You've gone south, now go west. Sorry, it was... Anyway, yes, I'm trying to guide him through this without spoiling too much. Letting him make a few mistakes here and there. And we've agreed that as far as mechanics and treasure chests and stuff go, I am not going to... We're not going to look things up, but I can tell him based on my very flawed inebriated memory. And then at some point I may bring a physical paper Nintendo Power into this, even though it's not 100% accurate. If I can find it. So we're gonna mess with them a little bit, and then we're gonna let them make mistakes a little bit, and then we're gonna pretend like we know what we're talking about when we don't. All kinds of fun. Really just walked by a town without going to leave. It's cool. Fortune favors the bold.
Alright, I'll go to the end.
No, you saved it after the last fight, right?
Yeah.
You're fine.
I could use some Fire 2 though. I think it's worth it.
Yeah. The way you're playing and with the extra gold you just got, it might be worth when you go back to Elf now, picking up Lit 2.
Is Lit 2 there?
Lit 2 is in Elf Town, yes.
Okay.
Elfland.
What is Elf? Oh, Elfland. Okay.
That's where you gotta go to turn in the herb anyway.
Yeah.
Wow. Oh, we got a like! Holy crap!
Somebody cares what we say. It's a mirror.
No! I mean, I'm not one of those hit likings. I can't even say it. I can't say it because I hate that when people are like begging for that stuff. I don't care about this stuff. It doesn't mean anything. But seem to like, I don't know. It messes with your head.
The MM2K from Sticky Doshas always says, "Not too proud to ask."
That's fair. I respect that opinion. I can't really do it myself because I think last time we said that would be the canary in the coal mine that we sold out. But you know,
It's mostly
IRL
Martinez.
Talked to a friend of mine today, and he actually did the S word, and now I've got an L word as well, and it's just like, whoa. I feel famous, which is scary because that's one of my biggest fears is being famous. I'm afraid. I don't want people to know me. I'm shy.
Hey, Mostly Martinez.
Mostly Martinez, you're my new friend. Thank you.
He's in Hawaii, so it's not too late this time.
All right, so if I offer to buy him a beer, I don't have to worry about him taking me up on it. I'll buy you two then.
You could always send a beer his way, probably.
I'll keep that in mind. If he keeps hanging out for a couple streams.
He's the one who's Hezekiah is his like 6-year-old or 7-year-old, I think, who
streams with Arthur.
He's never streamed with Arthur yet, but we should probably do that sometime.
But he will soon. Kaya, I'm gonna guess she. She will soon.
I think a boy.
It is a
Kaya.
boy. Okay, Kaya.
He has a sister though, I think too. He says, "I'm always up for a beer or two."
All right. What island are you on? Because I gotta say, Kona Brewery was kind of a high point when I was in Hawaii. We were on Oahu and the Big Island, and I want to say our first or second night in Oahu, we went to this just fantastic restaurant, but we were like, we're here for a limited amount of time. We are not going to go to the same place twice, right? And then we got to the Big Island and went to Kona Brewery. And we went there twice anyway.
7 times.
Yeah, we went there twice anyway.
We went to Kona Brewing on the Big Island too.
I know you got us little taster glasses. I still use those. That's awesome.
So we're just playing in the garage. This is another.
I sit on the border between the driveway and the garage because I only hang out outside these days. Even though it's cold. Why is YouTube recommending Top Gun on your channel?
I went in England. I didn't know what.
I mentioned SNL earlier, and suddenly it's recommending Richard Pryor. Interesting.
So I'm now going to wake, and my goal here is to wake the prince from his sleep.
To sleep, perchance to dream. But in such sleep of elfland, what dreams may come.
Is that one his number 9 stream, or is that the same quote you
That's the same one from
last week? Okay. I forget what you said it was from.
I think it's
We're playing on the classic NES, the NES Classic. I don't know.
It comes with like 30 games built in.
Maybe it came like 5-6 years ago or something. They were selling these.
It wasn't that long ago, was it? Like 4, maybe 3 or 4.
Right track. I gotta go a little bit.
I'm still astonished that I beat Metroid on the NES Classic. Like, that's probably my proudest gaming moment non-RPG.
I've never beaten Metroid. I'd be interested in playing that one too. I beat Super Metroid.
I had maps. I looked at YouTube videos, I had guides and everything. I went on my way to take advantage of ways to get things early. Like, I'm not going to say like it was straight up exploring when I did it totally on my own. But the fact, I got into these RPGs because I am terrible at the controls and reflexes. So the fact that I managed to beat an NES action game, like, still blows me away.
I'm gonna go to the
Even if I
end.
did it when I was 41.
Just in case. Okay, and I will buy Lit 2. Well, let me buy Lit. I'll go buy Lit 2 and then I'll save.
Yeah, he's learning, folks. 3 watching. Oh, it might be counting me. Welcome, viewers. I get excited when we have viewers, which is weird because, like, the whole reason I was going to do this stream/podcast is because I assumed no one was watching. Because, like, you know, I'm afraid to talk to people I don't know, especially on the internet. Beer helps.
Mostly Martinez says that is impressive. I still haven't beat the new Metroid Dread.
Oh yeah, I've only played
the
original.
Lit 2.
Huh?
I knew it.
What?
I knew there's no Lit 2.
You're in the level 4 spells, dude.
Isn't it a level 4?
No, it's level 3.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, fire and lightning are the same level, and ice is a level above. For level 1, level 2, and level 3.
So I bought Ice 2 before I got Fire 2? That's interesting.
You bought Fire 2, then you bought Ice 2. Now you're going to buy Lit 2. Make sense?
Okay.
Which is reasonable. Because for a lot of fights, Fire 2 and Lit 2 are basically the same thing. But the fact that you keep finding, I don't know, the fact that you're going to be on the boat a little bit more, so you might as well. And you got, since I took you northeast of Provoca, you might as well get some zapping.
Okay, now I'm going to the inn, and then I'll go to the castle.
Oh, wait, we actually have people watching. So if you're on Element, you know, the Matrix thing, Fediverse, whatever, we've created an old Quarry gaming channel. You're welcome to join.
I might just run from this one.
So far, there's no posts other than the link to this stream.
The way I will describe
I'd
Element
like to change that eventually.
to gamers is that it's kind of like Discord, but it's not centrally owned, and it's open source, and
yeah, it's if you know what Fediverse is, it's on the
federated identity type.
So currently, we're hosting on a free Matrix server. However, at any point, we could install it on our desktop, a server, whatever we wanted, and have our own copy. And if they shut down, we would still have our copy and the rights to it.
Just walk around and see if I missed it.
It's a way to, maintain control.
So talk to this guy.
Oh, there's a big plot point right here.
This herb will release the prince from Astos' curse. Look, he's waking. Is this a dream? Are you the Light Warriors? Is this for real?
Kind of like a web-based IRC almost.
So as the legend says,
at least the version I'm looking at.
I give you the mystic key. Oh. I don't have the mystic key. I feel fine now, thank you. He went from being asleep for weeks to I feel fine. Get out of here. Okay. So I could take the mystic key now back to that other castle, right? Or is it a different key I needed to get into that room?
I was posting a welcome message in the Old Quarry Gaming channel just in case. All right, so what happened? You woke him up and he gave you a key?
Yeah.
All right, so their castle's treasury was also locked by the mystic key. So go to their castle first.
Okay, so go back to the castle.
Yeah.
I meant to say,
no, that's good.
That was a waste of.
No, it wasn't. It's not far.
Where is the? Was it this one? I think I passed it.
So this is where
this guy.
So in randomizer, there's a flag called NPC guillotine.
Is this where is this guy's treasury?
Go around.
This way?
Yeah. Yeah. In randomizer, there's a flag called NPC guillotine, where if you talk to an NPC who's oh, that's right. Okay, sorry.
I gotta go out somehow.
Yeah, you gotta go to the right when you very first enter the castle. So you gotta wait for the same guy you were waiting for.
Is really
So NPC guillotine is if it's an NPC whose text doesn't change based on plot situations and you talk to them, they disappear. So if somebody's blocking your way, you can talk to them and kill them.
I see. That's interesting.
Oh yeah. Oh. Okay, your white mage can do damage now.
A silver hammer damage with 100 cheese.
Oh. Next time I play, I should name my white mage Maxwell. Bang. Maxwell, silver hammer, copyright infringement, your shutdown.
So I'm going to trade the silver hammer to my white mage, you're saying?
Yep.
And equip it. I got a copper.
And you can sell your small dagger and wooden staff for a grand total of 10 gold.
Okay. Did I get armor? Was that what I got?
Oh, you can also sell the wooden and iron armor. And, copper gauntlet.
What is that?
You want to give your fighter the copper gauntlet and then pass the gloves to somebody else.
Can anybody else use the gloves?
I'm not sure. Yes.
The answer is yes.
I'm going to go ahead and answer yes.
Like any
Final answer. Yeah, so sell your armor, sell your knife and stick.
Okay. Are you ready to rock? So it's okay, kids' bedtime routine is about to start. Thanks, Mostly Martinez. Thanks for joining.
Thank you for joining us.
I think we're probably gonna end here.
We're gonna try to play stream, between 1 and 3 times a week for a while. Get through all the Final Fantasy games, and then go crazy after we've done it legit once.
I don't want to sell his Iron Man checks, right? I don't want to sell him.
Uh-oh.
The silver hammer was worth a lot.
Alright, my wife says not to get the cops called on us again. So I'll try to tone it down. He said as he finished his beer. You good for another one? You want to split one?
Sure. So,
you want California Lager or Crisp Pilsner or Celebration IPA?
I'll do the Crisp Pilsner.
This is Anchor. We are not sponsored yet. Man, look at that views 2 days in a row. I'm excited.
I didn't actually.
I didn't think I would be excited, but
I forgot to put this one on Twitter too. So.
Wait, you didn't even? So this is like subscribers watching?
Yeah.
Wow. I never thought there was I never understood the whole subscribing thing, but now all of a sudden I'm excited.
So I should sell wooden armor and iron armor from Zoe.
Correctamundo. Whoa, this is quite a contrast to the last one. I gotta bring you another IPA tomorrow. sure you don't like wine at all? We've got like a dozen bottles we can burn through.
Not particularly.
Not that I want to burn through wine, otherwise we wouldn't have a dozen bottles. I like wine, don't get me wrong. I've just been on a beer phase for the last 2 years.
I've been on the beer phase for the last 20 years.
No, I don't think I have not liked beer for 20 years. No. 10 for sure. Probably 15. Not 20. Remember to get the kegerator fixed. Then we can have pictures during streaming.
Okay. I think I might end the stream here for the night. This seems like a good ending point for the day.
Are you willing to go another 10 minutes?
Sure.
All right.
Can
So
I
go back to Corneria.
And open something with the Mystic Key? Yeah, run through these.
So the Corneria Treasury is also locked by the Mystic Key, if you remember.
Yeah. I remember you telling me that.
Yeah, I think I told you not to go that way to waste time because of the jerk.
So that's the main. Was that the main castle? Where's Cornelia?
Yeah, that was where you started.
That's like the first game I played. So I should just go
East, north, east, east. There you go, north. Boom.
Yeah. I do
Wrong way. Oh, maybe not. I think you can get there from there.
Let's see.
Let's find out. Do they know things? Let's find out. Erica! Free beer to whoever gets a reference and is in the Bay Area.
Are these? What are these ones?
Boom. Normally you could not walk into that room.
I have a saber.
Yeah, but you got a silver sword.
And a silver sword.
Silver dagger you can give to Vivi.
Oh, that was a silver dagger.
Iron cane you could or staff you could probably give to the white mage, which you've got the silver hammer, so forget that.
Oh, TNT. That's what the
Narek the dwarf.
The dwarf wants.
Wanted that. Boom. So you got some weapons to sell.
Okay, let's see what we got.
Some armor to sell.
So first go to weapons.
Yeah, so trade the silver to Vivi and equipment.
To Vivi or Zobi?
Vivi. There you go. So sell those.
The large and small daggers.
So the iron staff you would give to Witty if she didn't already have the silver hammer. But,
should I just sell it?
No, silver hammer's better.
Yeah, but should I sell the iron?
Yes. Sell the iron staff. Sell the small knife. Sell the large knife. Sell the saber. Sell the.
So now
He has an iron shield. Yeah. Sell the iron shield. Sell the iron armor. Yeah.
Okay.
So now that you have the TNT, next time we start, we can take it to Narek the dwarf, and then see what happens. Because then we'll be basically have done everything we can do that you know of. Done. Wow.
There's still 2 more rooms down there. Is there anything in those?
Those were people you could have talked to at any time. I'm sorry. I think the princess's sister is in one or something.
Yeah.
Who I guess would also be a princess, which is really weird. Why is it a big deal that there's this one princess and the other princess is just like?
This one looks real tricksy to get into. How do you get to this room?
What do you mean?
I guess it's not too tricksy, but speaking of tricksy,
Are you naming things after me? That's the queen. You already talked to her. You talked to her before you rushed to the thing. Although her text does change, which means NPC guillotine will be more common. So yeah, what's your status on pure and heal potions?
I think we still get a lot.
A lot? Or what you think is a lot?
I guess what I think is a lot. We have 9 pure.
You're
and
okay.
16
You're fine on pure for now. Seriously, though, at some point you're going to end up buying 99 pure or heal potions.
So what was I going to sell again? I was going to sell.
You're going to sell
BBs, small and
dagger, large dagger,
keep the silver dagger.
saber, and iron staff. Sword. Oh, that's not bad. And white mage.
Oh, the iron staff.
Yeah. So someday I actually want to make a game that the first half is just a straight up clone of this, possibly with bugs fixed, and then a whole new game for the second half. The entire thing is based around a logical flaw I see in this game. I'm not going to say it out loud because
It would ruin
I
the
want
game.
somebody else to do it first. I'm probably not the only one that's seen it, but like I still haven't seen anybody like actually, work off of it. Oh, you found out your mages can use gloves. You can buy more gloves. You buy a cap. Wait, that was to sell?
I was selling
What are you? Sorry. Hey, there's the beer. I found it. Cool. All right, folks. I apologize.
I'm gonna save them all. End the stream.
We're gonna try to not get too rowdy in the last 30 seconds and have the police department come check up on us. But I mean, can we officially say we're gangsta now? No, we're not in a gang yet.
I don't think so.
I think we need more people to sign up for our Element Holy Quarry Gaming channel before we can say we have a gang.
All right, guys.
Did you say it at the end?
Thanks for joining. I did.
All right. So next time we bring Narek the Dwarf to TNT, and then the world is our oyster.
I'm excited. All right.
All right. Cheers. Thanks for watching. And if you want us to, be more focused or whatever, did you just cut off the stream while I was talking?
No.
All right. If you want us to be more focused, like power walkthrough versus exploratory, if you want me to stop giving him hints, if you want me to give him more hints to speed things up, let us know. Maybe not right away, but eventually we will check the comments, even on the old videos, because we don't have any focus yet, which is why this is episode -4. And I think next time we'll call it official, start with episode 0 and rock out. But so far there's no prep, not a lot of equipment, so if we get feedback, we will put in more effort. In the meantime, we're just playing around for us and anybody who cares to hang out.
All right.
Because that's what it's about. Drinking beer, hanging out, playing games. So cheers.
And with that, we are out.
Hooray!